What's up, guys? Today we're taking a look at the brand new Imperial probe droid. This is set number 75306. 683 pieces, recommended for ages 18 and up. I actually was able to get an early access look at this on the Imperial YouTube channel. I made like a cinematic styled review. I definitely suggest you guys go check that out. I'll leave a link down below in the description. But this was a free review copy provided by LEGO to Imperial, and I'm actually using it here as well. So a huge thank you to LEGO. This is a little bit of a different review setup. I actually don't have any table space right now to sit behind. I'm currently building my UCS AT-AT, but like I said, today we're taking a look at the brand new Imperial probe droid. This is honestly my favorite of the three new sets that just got announced officially today. So 683 pieces, there's about 6 bags and like a sticker sheet and some smaller bags and stuff like that. There's a lot of stuff included in this set. As far as the build itself went, it was very simple, and I loved a lot of different aspects about it, which of course we're going to get into in today's video. I'd say the time-lapse build probably took about 40 to 50 minutes. It wasn't anything extravagant. The techniques weren't anything crazy. Although it says 18 plus, I definitely think realistically anyone above the age of maybe 11 or 12 should definitely be able to build this guy. So one of the questions I had was, why the Imperial probe droid? I mean, there's no question it's not the most iconic, it's not the most memorable, and it's not really something that I ever thought would make a good set such as this. But obviously after we've seen stuff like the BB-8 and the Dio, I think this is actually a really good fit, and I'm actually a really big fan of this specific design and this choice to go for UCS styled set. Now it comes with a very small instruction manual. There is a couple of pages on different insights and historical background into the actual probe droid itself, of course, as seen in Empire Strikes Back, which is really cool. I always like when LEGO sets include something about like a canonical or contextual definition of what it is we're building, because that's also good to know for fans who don't exactly know what this guy's from. Now this guy's going to be retailing for $59.99 here in the US. It is available for pre-order as of right now, and it will be globally releasing on April 26th of 2021, so keep that in mind going forward. Also, if you guys are looking for helmet reviews for the Darth Vader and the Scout Trooper, I'll also leave a link down below in the description. If it's not out already, it should be coming out on the Empire channel very soon, so stay tuned for that. So let's get on into what I love about the build. First off, I love the landscaping. I love the fact that the UCS plaque is legitimately integrated with the landscape itself from Hoth. I think it's probably the first time we've ever seen something to this magnitude, where there's small curved pieces to make it look like there's like snow around the plaque itself. Of course, the UCS plaque is a sticker, says the Viper probe droid. All the cool information about that, you guys could pause the video and take a look if you really need to. But the landscape, the mountainous sort of terrain that props up the probe droid is really nice, and I hope this is something we get to see continually more with UCS sets. Now the probe droid itself is held up by essentially a long Technic axle beam that's covered in translucent pieces. This of course gives the illusion that it's floating, just like in the movie, which is really nice. It does stick right in between as like a little square in the landscape, and it goes right into the probe droid. Everything connects super seamlessly, so nothing's gonna fall over just randomly, so it is very sturdy. I think in the set I'm most impressed by just the sheer amount of detail, mostly the greebling that is in the probe droid. For those of you who don't know what greebling is, it's the technique in LEGO where essentially you're putting details on the side and you're making it look sort of like an industrial or maybe even like a smooth surface kind of going on the side of something. Now as far as functionality goes, it is an 18 plus adult display set, so it's not going to be anything too crazy like there would be in a play set, but there is a little bit more functionality than just the normal typical helmets, which is nice. The first thing I want to point out is the top of the head 360 swivels, which is nice. It does go completely around. You can see here all the detail that goes from side to side, pretty much ranging everywhere. You have like the little cylindrical pieces, you have the antennas, you have some stickers, which are very minimalist, and if you put them on right, they look really well, so I'm actually not opposed to stickers in the set. The base of it has like these sort of quarter circle big slope pieces that make for a really nice smoothed out cylindrical shape. And then of course below that you have sort of the circle shapes with the different slopes and stuff like that, again representing what the actual probe droid looks like in the movie. Another pretty cool functionality feature of the set are the droid arms, which I like to call them. Maybe they're called legs, arms, whatever they are. Essentially there's about 5 or 6 of them, and they connect to the bottom of the probe droid via U-clips like this, or maybe like Technic pins, and you could actually pretty much adjust them however you want. A lot of them are 2, 3, even 4 axle arms, which means you could rotate it on 4 different degrees, which is pretty crazy. Now the arms range from having hands to tools to other cool things, which is really cool, and you could see definitely the accuracy resembled from the actual probe droid in the movie, and it was transferred and sort of brought over to the Lego version, and I think that speaks volumes to how much detail and time and effort has been put into this. Now, I was fortunate enough to be on a Lego Star Wars call with the designers and other ambassadors, and I was actually able to get some insight about this set, and surprisingly, this was actually something that has been made for quite a while, so that only really leads you to think about the different possibilities we could potentially be seeing in this sort of smaller droid format, again, such as the Dio or the BB-8. I think there's a lot of potential for stuff like this for iconic droids that come in the future. Now, what would I rate this set? Now, I'm a big sucker for Episode 5 and display pieces. I gotta give this guy a 9.5 out of 10. There's really nothing I have to complain about other than the arms being maybe slightly fragile, which again, really isn't a concern because it's a display piece. I love the fact the plaque is integrated with the landscape. I love the overall look and the aesthetic. And of course, there's a decent amount of functionality to a display set, which is always a plus. I think the one thing that would have given this a 10 is if we got a brand new exclusive probe droid minifigure mold, or maybe even like a smaller buildable one, which would have been really cool. We got Dio with the Dio one, we got BB-8 with the BB-8 display set, so I think getting a new mold maybe might have been just the absolute topping, the whipped cream, the cherry on top of the cake. But this is still nonetheless an amazing set, so huge thank you again to Lego for providing today. Like I said, if you guys want to go ahead and check out the cinematic review I did for Empire, go check that out right now. It's super awesome. You're not going to want to miss it. But until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Take it easy. Peace.